What we're going to work on today, I'm going to go back to the GT2. I'm going to go through this ball diff, get the transmission reassembled, start to get the rear assembly done, maybe even mount the engine today. But let's get around the tripod and see what's going on with the chat. There we go. That'll work. So let's see, we got OG in the house holding down the fort. Corey, what's going on, brother? First one in. Nice to see you. Aggie, how you been, brother? Good to see you here as well. So, let's see what we got going on here. Chino, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. A little early for you. RPM, full throttle. Nice. What's up, everybody? So, another good day. Not working. Going racing later. Gonna have some fun. Pretty big announcement. OG finally hit his 500, so now he can kick it back a notch and chill out a little bit and have himself an extra hug jug or something and make some cool videos. Got over the hump. One more to go. See what's going on. Hugh, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Okay, we got 8 viewers, 6 likes. Let's get that like button on the way in or the way out, however you want to do it. So, we got enough people in here now. Me and OG were talking about this yesterday. What's everybody think about that new Losi drop? That sprint car. I think it looks pretty cool. Not really too sure if it's going to be a hit or not. It's going to be pretty much the community. We're going to have to see what they think about it. And they're probably going to have to make a special class to run that anywhere. And, you know, if the people like it, it'll happen. If not, I don't know. But we'll see. Yeah, Chino got it right. Grandma Vic, if you're not here, that's fine. You send the word. Oh, those do just slide right off. All right, cool. I might get the blue and pink one. Chino says, "Yeah, man, they look damn good. I think they look really awesome. They used to make a kit, or they still do make a kit for the Losi Mini Bees that make it look like something very similar to that. And I always thought they were pretty cool, but I just don't know if it's going to be a takeoff. Like remember when Losi came out with the motorcycle, everyone was all crazy about that motorcycle. You couldn't touch that motorcycle unless you had a pre-order or you knew somebody. And everyone's like, oh man, that'd be cool as hell if they did like a race series with them. And it never happened. It never happened. And I'm not being a Debbie Downer on Losi. I mean, I like Losi. I have a lot of Losi stuff. But one thing that I have always had a problem with Losi is parts availability. I mean, I would break something on my 22 and out of stock. I mean, the short course trucks, they take a beating. They break. Out of stock. And I'm stuck. Whereas I never had that problem with like any of the Team Associated stuff so far. I've been able to get everything and anything I've ever needed. All right, Grandma Vic's on the phone. All right, cool. So what's everybody else think about it? I mean, that's just my opinion. I'm not trying to be Debbie Downer. I hope it sells well, and I think for $350 it obviously will. But I just don't know. Especially with the way Losi is right now. They don't even want to pay their racers, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't want to pay their racers. If they put some money into, like, let's say they had a bigger round, you know, circle track series, and they put some money in as far as, like, you know, a purse of some sort, I think people would say, well, hey, man, if I could put $350 in there, put my time in and do what I got to do. What's going on? I'm see if I can say that. Schwady, babe. Hey, dude, saw you over on Nitro's channel. First time dropping in. Hey, I appreciate that. Like and subscribe, hit that like button on the way in or out. Appreciate that as well. Let's see what OG has to say. I think it's going to sell because it's a full sprint car looking thing for $350. So people are going to get on the wagon to have one. I agree with that. I 100% agree with that. The price point is on point. Definitely on point. Do I think you're gonna see them raced a lot? That's to be told. I'm hoping Devin will chime in later on. You know, he usually lets me know when it's time to head to the track, because he's actually he's knowledgeable about the circle track stuff. So I think he'd be the one to ask. I mean, we'll see what he thinks about it. I heard Lofi is a tough buy lately. I haven't had issues getting parts for my Mini B, but some of them are made by other brands. Yeah, I have a Mini B as well, and yeah, the Mini B I haven't had parts, but I have a friend that's waiting on parts. I forget what they are, but he's waiting on parts for a Micro B, and they're on intergalactic back order. He's been having no luck. Wade runs the carpet too. Hey, there you go. What class do you run, Wade? I'm guessing that's Schwady. I hope I'm saying that right. Runs the carpet too. What do you run on that carpet? I heard the 2250 Micro and anything else is tough, but the Mini. Yeah, yeah. And I mean, the Mini B should be easy to get parts for because, I mean, mine's broke all the damn time. Grandma Vic has shown up. What's going on? Hope the grandkids are still hanging out, maybe, having some fun. You are. Mini B mod, Micro B stock, 17. Yeah. Mini B mod, Micro B stock. Yeah, see, like, Corey, yes, I am going racing today. I'm just racing the Slash today. I'm going to put the, what's it called? The B7 is on a hiatus for right now. It needs some love. The Mini B I haven't ran very much because it always breaks, and I built one that's kind of stupid. After we're done with this, if you want, I'll pull that thing out. I'll show you what I got. It's pretty fun. The Micro B at our track, when it first came out, my buddy Matt had the first one, I had the second, and we brought them out, and a bunch of the older heads were like, man, those are cool. We're definitely going to get those, and it never happened. I haven't seen a Mini B there in months. And stock buggy 17.5, yeah, I run the new B7. Hey, Michelle, what's going on? Kinda. What's OG talking about? I don't know. OG's on his own. Heading over to the track today, actually, I have a 6.4, but I want to run through the whole car and redo suspension. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I don't have a wheeler. I just finally got a buggy. I'm more of a... I like the short course trucks. So, let's take a look at what we got going on here. A lot of people really never played with these, and I think this would be a great topic to kind of go over, is the ball diff. This is what I run on dirt. If you're going to run a dirt car, I think the ball diff is obviously the way to go. Reasons being, it's infinitely adjustable. There is no gear, what do they call it, diff fluid in it or anything like that. And you could make this a lot easier on dirt. What I've found is when you go on like a dirt oval, and if you're using a gear diff, it's give and take. You either can have a lot of lock and it'll go nice and straight down the straightaway, but then it doesn't want to turn worth a crap on the turns. So if you have a loose diff and then you give it a little bit too much of the sauce, the next thing you know is, bam, the thing is just fishtailing down the straightaways, and I don't like it. So I switched over to a ball diff, and I've been running them on dirt ever since. Oh, my Mini B is kind of stupid? No, it's legit stupid. That thing, I ruined it. I ruined it. But these things are temperamental when it comes to high grip situations. That's the problem. Like if you want to run asphalts or you want to put a big motor in them, this is not the way to go, because these things will basically burn. Let me take it apart and I'll show you. It's a lot easier if I show you that way. There we go. Now how this is held together, you got to be careful with these. You lose these little balls in here and it sucks. Also, they're really not cheap, believe it or not. All right. So what happens is one side has a nut. The nut would be on this side, so I kept the retainer. And the other side is a long screw. Goes together, basically like that. The long screw is what keeps the tension, and that'll be basically what keeps everything rocking and rolling. So if you want a tighter diff, tighten the screw. You want to loosen it up a little bit, loosen it up. That's right, Michelle. Don't lose your ball, guys. These are made out of tungsten. And I'd say, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3. Let's say there's 12 to 14 balls there. I'm not counting them all. Those 14 balls will run you $25 to $30. I mean, and you look how small those are. Once they go, they're gone. Basically, all they do is they ride right there. They'll ride right on the ridge of this cup. So what I want to do is, you can see there's very little grease in here. I'm going to throw a little bit of grease on top and bottom. The bearings look fantastic in this. Got lucky. Yeah, if you ever looked up the tungsten balls, they're not cheap. They are not cheap. I lost a couple of them for my what was it? I have a Team Associated SR10. I lost a couple of the balls for the ball diff on that, so I had to buy another pair. Oh my god! I was like, you got to be kidding me. I might have some laying around here somewhere. I'm trying to think. Yeah, somewhere. So let's get this cleaned up. I want to get this all cleaned off, get some of the old grease off the line. Everything on these is rebuildable because what happens is, this is a wear item. This is something you will have to service. That's why you don't see them very often in like an RTR. Like, I don't know of any RTR that comes with a ball diff. But you can see there's that nice stainless ring on the outside. That's what the ball bearings ride into. What you're going to look for on those is just to see if there's a groove. If there's a groove worn into that, they're shot. Replace them. They're cheap. Guys are a bunch of children. I make a joke about balls, and look at you. You just go to town with it. And the woman started it. Could you believe that? I can, but that's okay. All right, so you can see it's pretty dry in there. So what I'm going to do is you're going to use a liberal amount of grease. You're not going to go crazy with this. So I'm using just a TLR high-pressure black grease. This will work just fine. Just going to give it a nice little run. Come on, computer. There we go. There we go. That's not bad. Now, also, when you build these, I have one of these in my... I have one of these for my Mini B. I don't have one in it because I've been using it on carpet. I usually get a cake pan, and I build them inside the cake pan. And it keeps it if the balls fall out, they fall into the pan, not the floor. More lube, the better. No. Just enough. You don't want to overlube these because, remember, friction is what's making this work. We just don't want... OG says he prefers the clear grease. Yeah, they all work the same. So, basically, you can put one end in, take it back out, remove the other side. That's how I do it. Just makes everything easier. I'm not losing nothing. Everything's staying where it belongs. I'm going to clean this one off too. What you don't want... Yeah, see, very little on these. What you don't want is you just don't want it to feel crunchy. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it feels like you got, you know, peanut butter in there, it's not a good deal. So I'll do the same thing. Just a quick pass. All I'm doing is just enough. So pick it back up like that. You can see I just put enough on there just to barely just cover them up. And that should be just fine. All right. So there you go. And you put it back together like a sandwich. Now, like I said, the problem with you running these on high grip is you'll just start spinning it no matter what, no matter how tight it is, and it'll just grind the bearings right to nothing. It eats that groove right into the cups, and it ruins them. I mean, could you use it? Absolutely. Is it going to be a wear-out item a lot often? Yeah, hardcore. You're going to be replacing this a lot. So now I'm going to tighten this up just until it's snug, and then we're going to give it a feel. See? It feels good, but it's way loose. So I'm going to give it a little bit more. This will be adjusted once it's in the car. Grab this end with the nut. Tighten her up a little more. I think that's a good start point right there. Let's see. Friction is only good in certain places, like a transmission. Yes, grip but not grind. Absolutely. That's exactly what we're looking for. I rebuilt both in my last TC3. They are drier than a popcorn fart. See, now that was funny because you have them in a road car, but to each their own. I mean, you're just going to wear it out more to me. That's all. So there we go. Now, the cool part about these compared to a regular diff also is, like I said, there's no fluid in these. So if I wanted to adjust this on the fly, all I do is I pull out this little retainer piece. I pop a ball cup on the back. You pull the CVD, the drive shaft out, and bam, there's my access right there to make my adjustment. I don't have to pull the diff. disassemble the diff, clean the diff. I don't have to go through all that nonsense. I can literally adjust this in minutes. So I'm going to say that this is a good start. Maybe a little more. There we go. Yeah, that's no more than that. And then you're just going to put this piece back in here. It's going to be a pain in the butt. But there we go. And that all that is basically just like a dirt cover. Keeps the axle from beating up the nut and the bolt. Get in there. Jeez. There we go. Pros and cons with everything. Absolutely. Like I said, if you can make this work on, like, I mean, you're never going to see anything like this. Like maybe like a small block on-road car probably wouldn't be too bad with this, but like if you had this in a, I don't know, let's say like an 8 scale buggy that you're running on, you know, on pavement, I would not do it. All right, so let's get this transmission together. Oh, and also these, they can go either way, but I always try to remember or try to keep it uniform. I want to go to the right. I always want to keep the adjustment bolt to the right so I know which axle I got to pull, which ball cup I can pop off. I don't have to worry about it. So let's get this transmission built. Let's see what this looks like. All right, all the bearings, everything inside this thing was fine. So we'll slide the bearings back on it. And also the bearings, I took them all out, cleaned them up as well. Nice sealed bearings in this. See what this has to say. Yes, sir, everything has a dark side, even rings. Oh, you don't want to know the dark side. Don't get on that side. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to put the bearings back into the housings. This is just a 3-gear housing on this, which is fine. Not like the new fancy ones. I have a 5-gear in my other one. Okay, they just have the little bearing placements. That's it. So now that there's more people in here now, what do you think about that new Losi drop? OG and a couple others already expressed their opinions. What do you think? Do we got something that's hot, or we got a flop? That's what I want to know, because I might get one, but I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence. Okay, drop the diff in. Nah, maybe I shouldn't do that one first. The bearing can stay. There we go. I'm going to get a little grease for that. Which one is this? Thrust bearing. This will work. Just going to put a little bit of grease on this. I'm just going to apply it to the center. Nothing crazy, just a little bit. Take the 350 and put it towards a crate or fire team or a HPI Vorza. Yeah, $350. You can get quite a bit nowadays. That's pretty sweet, isn't it? All right, so. All right, we got our center gear. We got our output shaft. Now we'll put the differential in there. Look at that. Looks good. Give her a couple spins. Get some of that grease around. There we go. Not a whole lot. Just enough. So OG's not digging it as much. It says put your money elsewhere. Okay. Let's get the cases together. Bang. Nice click. All right. Got the case cleaned up pretty good. A little bit of dirt in there, but this is going to hit a dirt track anyway, so look at it now because it's only going to be clean once. After that, it's going to look like hell again. All right, get that grease off there. Get it off my finger. All right, 3 screws hold this in. You got 2 shorts and a long. The long one's going to go through the top. The shorts are going to go through 2 on the sides. size is this? Close, no cigar. There we go. 350 can get a new 12S ESC and mill for my X-Max. Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna wait until I'm probably gonna screw myself on that. I'm gonna wait and see. My buddy at the hobby shop said he can order them right now. I can have one waiting for me as soon as they come in. But I'm gonna see what's going on, because there's not a dirt track within an hour of us now. Michelle says she don't think it's worth it. It depends what you're gonna do with it. I just don't see, if I'm gonna be running around a parking lot with it, I'm not really gonna buy it. And there's not a dirt oval within an hour of me, so I don't see a use for it. And honestly, if I wanted something that looked like that, I'd probably buy the Hack Fab kit and turn my Mini B into that, because that Mini B on carpet, I don't use it. I don't use it. There you go. All right, there we go. Feels nice. Yeah, it'll work. We'll get it adjusted. All right, now the GT2 came with a slipper clutch assembly, so we got to start getting that together. So let's see what we got here. You got a main plate, friction disc inside the spur, another friction disc, outer plate, spring, and a nut. Pretty simple, pretty simple. Let's see what this has to say. That's what I mean. Don't buy it just because you say low-C unless you have somewhere to run it. Yeah. That's what I'm waiting on. I want to see if I have somewhere to run it first. Oh, see? Screwing it up. Forget, we're running a nitro. We're going to need a brake. Brake's got to go on there first. But see, I saw the Hack Fab. It's probably build another Mini B and run oval with it. See, that's the problem. I don't have I have a asphalt oval I can run on. All right, so we're gonna have to. All right, we're gonna have to change direction on this one. So we're gonna have to build the brakes first. I don't remember that. Pretty easy job. So 2 set screws inside this transmission that holds like a barrel. The barrel is what's going to hold the shoes. And that's also what holds the link. Let's see, I got to find the right size thing. Not it. Come on. All these stuff is standard and I hate it. Hate it. I hate it. I hate it. There we go. Wade, bro, that late model from Hack Fab is hot. Yeah, Hack Fab makes some cool stuff. See, here's the other problem that I found. I mean, I guess, Wade, you run carpet. If you run oval, you understand what I mean. We have a carpet oval that's close to us. They run a asphalt oval in the summer, which is great. It's awesome. But the thing is, they're very homegrown, if you know what I'm saying. Like, their classes are just here, a bunch of guys. They're the ones that are the normal guys, the ones that race all the time. This was their idea. We're going to run this, and then they run what they run. If you show up there fresh, you have really no idea. Like, it's so hard just to, like, okay, what's the class? This is the class. And then they tell you, and you're like, okay, well, everywhere else runs it this way. Well, that's not the way they do. So, because I built a, out of a slash, I built a, what they called a street stock. When I got there, it was not a street stock. Trust me, everything that I had was not what they were having. So all you do is, for the brake linkage, just like that, I believe. Let me see here. Yeah, because it's going to sit just like that, right around the bend. All right, cool. Let's see what the chat has to say. Ranks, I totally get that. That's like the micro B class that I race. Yeah, it's pretty much just run what they decide to run. And I mean, I get it. It's their place. I totally get that. You'll get there, Hugh. LS first. That's your... Yeah. Finally open the odd truck. 45 minutes of me. I've been spending so much time on the swap engine. Yeah, Hugh. You don't want too many irons in the fire. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you've heard that before. Let's see. Wade says it was supposed to be box stock. Yeah, so why get burned down in the straightaways when I first started that class? Yeah. Well, I mean, we run slash. That's my favorite class. That's what I run more than anything, and it's the same way. Box stock. And I hate to tell you this, I didn't use anything that did not come in that box other than the Cybox servo that they allow. But if you said box stock, it's not. All right, I got a battery done. Let me go grab that quick. Yeah, it says box stock, but like I've done things to the bearings, I've done things to the transmission to cut down on drag. Trust me, it's not just like that. And we're gonna set the disc on that and the other plate. Almost thought I was working on an electric there for a second. We don't need no freaking brakes. Let's see. It was silly seeing 3D printed parts, people running aftermarket ESCs and then their own. Yeah. Well, no, we can run whatever radio. We've come up with that, and we allow spring changes. I play with that a little bit, but yeah. Box stock does not always mean, box stock by any means. But then again, I've been to other tracks that, like, they were running LCG chassis and all kinds of shit. Like, it was comical. Like, I'm like, I think I brought a knife to a gunfight here, but honestly, I still hung with him. He says, oh no. There. When the screw drops to the abyss, your heart drops with it. So I said, screw it. I bought an SCX24, robbed the ESCRX combo, higher amp, carbon fiber chassis, designed my own parts. Now I smoked them by laps. Hey, what's good for one is good for the other. I'll show you mine later. I mean, it's pretty simple, but the motor in it is what destroyed it. I mean, it's way too much. You could drive it, and I mean, it'll run like hell, but I'll tell you what, as soon as you get a little too rambunctious with it. All right, way too tight. Like, you hit a wall with that thing, man, it's going to be a yard sale. All right, I got to fix that. And I've done it. It sucks. All right, let's get this brake set up. All right, that's pretty much how it works. You just have two little slow down pads here, just clamps down on it, and this will ride on the inside of the slipper plate. You pull on that, and bam, there it goes. You got brakes. That's all it is on these. Pretty simple. Let's get the plate on. And the plate, just brake sits right inside that plate, just like that. Pretty simple. Here's a good shot of it. You see it? You see it? There we go. Yeah, good shot. 18 watching, 14 likes. Come on, everybody, get off the wall. Come in and join on in the group here. I get ruined in the straight, so I haven't raced it much lately. Yeah, mine's been together for a while, so I just stopped racing it because I don't feel like fixing it anymore. All right, then you have basically a sandwich. You have a friction plate, spur gear, friction plate, top plate. That's it. Pretty simple. I'm sure everybody's used a slipper before. I'm not digging out the right one, so we're going to use what we have. Yeah, stock class is supposed to be stock, not sort of, almost, sort of. But yeah, a lot of places, like I said, they're kind of homegrown. So it's, you know, like ours, we never used to allow the spring changes, but this year we did. Come on. I'm going to tighten down this nut and back it off a half. Let's see what it says here. Yeah, stock class is supposed to be stock. I read that one. What's wrong with the B7? I just finished building my B7D. Just need to paint the shell. What's wrong with it? I need a ball stud. That's it. But I've been having problems with it as far as just... I had one of the younger kids, his father allowed him to use his buggy in a, in a man's class, if you would, and my buggy took a terrible whack, and it's just a mess. I just need to sit down with it. I'm just going to take a break from it for a little bit. We only have about 4 races left of our season, so I'm going to sit back and just take a look at things. You know what I'm saying? Wade says, Nitro, it's legit. Seems like I have... What is this crap on my computer? I didn't put this here. There we go. Let's get rid of that. Seems like I have half the speed as some of the other racers. Well, maybe you do. You gotta have to gear it up or figure it out. Like, I get killed in with my B7. I'm getting killed, but we have really fast drivers, so I mean, I take it for what it's worth. All right, we got a full transmission now. Full transmission's ready to rock and roll. Slipper assembly's done. Brake assembly's ready to go. Let's start getting some of the suspension together. Start figuring this thing out. Now, this has the nice shock standoffs. It has the team stock standoffs on it, the nice aluminum ones. It's got the aluminum. This is just a mount that goes for the what do they call it? The camber adjustment rods, the tie rods. And then this came with it. I'm going to run this. It's just a brace. It just looks better. The plastic one here, not feeling it. Give me the bling. I like this one. So let's start getting this thing together. We'll start here. I really don't know where to start, so we're just going to start here. This had a couple of spacers in between it, so we're going to have to run those. All right, so this is going to go like this with a spacer. Now, I'm going to run this in a little bit. And we're going metal to metal, so I'm going to have to use some Loctite on this one. Wade, you've been around there, bro, around the corners before, pinned out, and guys behind you literally drive around. Yeah. I never got too much into the circle stuff. Those guys are on a different level, man. I'll tell you what. I had that SR10. That's about as far as I've ever gone with it. And I had a blast. Trust me. I mean, the place we went to was really cool, but unfortunately they closed it down. So I don't even have a oval near me. I have access to another one, an asphalt one. But it's a private place, which is fine. But the guy that owned it, unfortunately, a good friend, he passed away. So we don't know what's up with that yet. It's kind of up in the air. But who knows? Things turn around quick around here. Let's see, Hugh, you're out of here, brother? All right, man. Have a good day. Hope the grandkids are still over. Enjoy them. All right. So I got the screws started. I got the spacers in. Seems kind of weird they have spacers in this, but that's what it is. I checked the manual to make sure this wasn't a homebrew, and no, it's legit. All right. There we go. Call the Drakes, tell them to come to save the track. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Not at that track, because it was the coolest track, man. It was in a guy's backyard, like legit. Like, it was just his backyard. And I mean, I never seen something like that before, where like he had a bigger race, so I wanted to check that out. You know what I mean? Nothing like breaking, breaking yourself in to try something new, as if you know, trying a brand new track at a big race. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what I did. I went and I showed up there, and everybody was really nice. But there was people there with like RVs, and there was a guy there with like nice come along trailers and stuff that had their workshop in it. Like these dudes were legit. And then when you think about it, you're like, man, we're in a dude's backyard. You know what I'm saying? Like we're in a dude's backyard. And these guys put this kind of effort in, and I was like, I don't know, man. These guys are a whole different breed. You know what I mean? Very cool. Okay, that was on the bottom. I'm trying to just look at the parts so I can remember where some of this stuff goes. I took this apart a week ago. Remember that. It's going to go just like that. It's going to go just like this. And that goes behind it. Yep. All right. So those screws can just go right back in. Let's see what this we got here going on. Just diffs and ESCs, but I can't imagine it should be turning much more higher KVs in my 17.5. Yeah, but see, there's a difference too. You got to think about, Wade, is let's see, is there's a large difference in a 17.5. Like I'm running a Tekin 17.5, which is not A2RC. What's going on? Which a Tekin RC 17.5 it's not a bad engine, but are you going to keep up with, like, let's say an Exalt's, you know, top shelf gold label, you know, that's a totally different animal. You know what I mean? Like they're just because it's a 17.5, man, they're not all the same. Like I used to run the traxxas 12 turns, and I mean, if you had a broken in, ready to rock and roll 12 turn compared to a bone stock 12 turn, there was a noticeable difference. What's it say? ESC is supposed to be in blinking mode. Yeah, if they're putting timing in through the ESC, they're just cheating. Then you don't even need to worry about what you're doing wrong. You're not doing nothing wrong. They're cheating. Yeah, the track here is in a backyard. Homegrown tracks can be really cool. Hell yeah, they could. I looked at it this way. I paid $45 to enter the race. I got to race on their track, and I mean, I put in laps. If there was practice to be done, I ran practice. I mean, I had a great time. They made lunch for both days, so I got fed twice, and the food was fantastic. And at the end of the day, I ended up winning a ProTech, like, I guess it was like a receiver bag or something like that, or a radio bag. And I gave that away to a buddy because he wanted it more than I did. I didn't need it. I have a receiver. I have a whole, like, box for my radio. So I didn't need it. I gave it to him. So I figured what it would have cost for me to buy that bag. I broke even. It said, Grandma Vic, Rings, have a wonderful and blessed day. Thanks for the great live, like always. Have to take the little ones to the park, and while it's still dry out. God bless. Yeah, you too, Grandma Vic. Have fun with those kids. All right, cool. So, what's next? That's got to go there. Okay. I hate taking things apart and having to figure them back out. So, let's get the axles. We'll start getting the arms together. I think that'll be the next move. Axles, hubs, and then we'll go with it. Now, these are cool. How many people have actually used these before, these quick release hubs? I dig these. These are cool. But, pretty simple design. I mean, I like them. But pretty simple how they work. Let me find the right size here. That's the one. Basically what it has is two of the tiniest grub screws and a pin goes in the middle. There's a grub screw on each side, makes like a sandwich, basically just holds that pin in. So I'm taking those grub screws out. We're going grub screw to plastic, so there will be no Loctite needed. I had to modify a body pin to get these pins out because these These are no fun. But nobody but on-road uses them anymore. Yeah, because tire technology has come a long way. We don't really need them. Yeah, so this is all it uses, just this tiny little pin to go through the axle. So let's clean these bearings up real quick. It's got a larger bearing, a smaller bearing, and a spacer. It's a little machine spacer in the center to keep them apart. So let's see what's going on. All Aspects, what's up, brother? How are you? Now, also at the end of this live, what I want to start doing is it's getting nice out. Everybody can tell. So the nitros are going to start coming out. So we're going to fire one up tonight. We're going to go through the electronics quick, take a good look at it, and we're going to fire it up just to get it out of the way. So that way we know we are in good shape. Then I'll probably take it out sometime this weekend and run it. What's up? Nothing. Going to hopefully get this thing down to a roller today. And we're going to fire something up. All right. These bearings are good. Not bad. I like them. That'll work. All right. And back in the day, it's still just nice today. It's got a CVD style. I like these ones. All right. So the big bearing's got to go on first. Get on there. Look, I'm wrong. Boo-boo. Big bearing does not go on first. Small bearing goes on first. See that? There we go. Small bearing, spacer. Oh gee, you're lucky I don't live close. I'd be knocking on your door every day. Come out and play cards. Yeah, I wish I could play every day. I gotta work 5 days a week. Friggin' sucks. There we go. All right. So then we gotta set the hub on. Find that damn hole. That's going to be fun. Okay, says it's there. Let's go. Gone fishing. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, now that's a bit of a pain in the ass, but we'll figure this out. Why? Okay, wait. You might be onto something here. Okay, cool. I got it. That's a pain in the ass. Maybe that's why they don't use them. I think they would have used a longer one. It would have been easier. A longer pin would have definitely been easier. Yeah, it's in there. Cool. All right, that's one side. Yeah, these things are freaking cool. These quick releases are cool, but man, they're that's going to be a real pain in my ass. I'm going to have to keep a look on eBay to see if I can find more of those wheels. I have the set that we glued up earlier, and I have the another set left over, but they're hard to find. Let's see here. So Michelle got to say, I love to put a track in my front yard. OG says, take up too much space. Big dreams, not enough yard. You can have a nice, simple track layout. I mean, you don't have to go elaborate with it. Just a couple of jumps, make a circle. I mean, that's fine. The yard's big enough and jump the driveway to get to the other half of the track. Someone's got to take care of it. Yeah. I mean, all you're going to really need is just get some drainage tubing and just make it out. I mean, you can do it. Depends how much time you have and how much you want to put into it. A jump over the driveway would be legit. Hell yeah, jump that driveway. All right, same thing with this. Clean the bearings. Put that one in. Those quick release hubs look sick. Yeah, they are. They are. That's why I was really stoked, because I'd never seen them before. I mean, I've seen them on the on-road stuff, but I mean, like, you can't find parts for them. But I was lucky enough in the deal. I got 2 sets of wheels, so I have a set of wheels that we've already glued up, and then I have a set for a later day. But depending on how much I use it, I might need more. I was jumping the sledge with these. Yeah. My buddy has a little lip on his driveway. I jumped it, and that's when I took out his mailbox. Felt bad, but he didn't care too much, so is what it is. All right, small bearing goes into the hub. Just like that. Axle, spacer, big bearing. Got it going. Yeah, those quick releases are dope. All right, where's the hub? Let's fight with that pin again. So, OG, when you going racing? You said you were going to do some racing this year. What's going on with that? If you're going to be going, it's going to be time to get your shit together. All right. So you just got to pull that little pin out and get her lined up. Man, it'd be awesome to have a few people over ripping it all the time. If you end up in Florida, let me know. Why is everybody from Florida? That's a sign. I gotta go. What part of Florida? Because I might be taking a vacation out to Florida eventually. I'm gonna be heading up towards probably Jacksonville. What the hell is this? Translate to English. What? Don't need to translate it in English. It is English. Weird. Arizona checking in. About to go club racing here in 30. Super RZ. Nice. RZ. RZ came without the T-tops or the target top, correct? That was a... If anybody in here hasn't hit the like and subscribe, maybe that'd be a great idea on the way in or out, however you want to do it. All right, so we got both sides of the hubs built out. Bearings are okay. Everything looks good. Let's start getting them installed on these arms. Now, these also had spacers. So I need to remove... These are the old school style arms where they just have the little screw on the outside. So that way, once you put the pin in, it won't slide back out. I like these. Nice and easy to work with. Yes. Yeah, target tops. Preferred hard top, though. I agree. I worked on one. My buddy had a... It was a nice one. I forget the year of it, but it was a black on black, non-winged. It was the factory twin turbo manual car. It was a nice car. But, yeah... It was an alright car. I enjoyed working on it. Very simple car to work on. Alright. So it just has basic your basic steel pins. Nothing fancy on this one for once. Yeah, he bought that Supra when the prices were actually really cheap. and he had it, you know, for a while, and then they became super popular. And somebody offered him. I'm thinking when he bought that car, I might just become. I'm not sure. Let's just put it that way. I think he paid like 30 or 35,000 for it, and it was a nice car. I mean, nobody else had one around here. It was pretty sweet, and he sold it for over 50. I know that because he basically sold it and went out and bought the new Supra straight up. Yes, a Toyota Supra. The Mark, was it the Mark 5? Mark 4? I don't know the names. I did a clutch in it. It was such an easy car to work on. It was converted to a single turbo. It was a factory black on black, no wing car. I guess that means something, but I enjoyed it. Before Fast and the Furious. Now he bought it after that. It was, I don't know. He had it a long time. I was kind of upset when he sold it because I didn't really like the new Supra as much, but understood, you know what I mean? If you can have a car, enjoy it for 10 years and make $20,000 off it, what can I tell him? You know what I mean? Like, don't do that. That's a terrible idea. I mean, they're a fantastic car. Do I think they're a $100,000 car? No, no. It was cool, but it wasn't. I don't know. Some of the prices people were paying for them, I just didn't get. But I mean, there's an ass for every seat. That's what you want. That's what you pay. I get it. Figure my car selling price. I have the window sticker from when the guy bought my car originally. To think that I own a $48,000 Focus kind of blows your mind. I mean, you could buy them now for 30, but when they first came out in 16, they were going for anywhere between 45 and 48 after the dealers raped you. I didn't pay that. There ain't no way I would have paid that. That's crazy. It's a good car, but yeah, I have a 17 RS2 with a in nitrous blue, fully loaded. Oh, come on. I hate spacers. Hate them. There we go. Cool. It's a nice car, man. Yeah, I appreciate that. They're tough to find around here without a million miles. What's that, the Supras or the Focuses? They're hard to find anywhere. All right, so that arm's got to go that way. That arm's got to go that way. Okay. Let's go and we'll put the turnbuckles. These turnbuckles are dope. The Focus, yeah. Friggin' titanium turnbuckles from back in the day. Look at these. These are cool. These I had to buy. The fronts already had them. The rears didn't. I had to find these. Not too expensive. I think I paid like 25 bucks for the pair. I'll deal with that. True, they didn't make them too long, unfortunately. Yeah, yeah. That's what makes it cool, though. Like, me and a buddy at work were talking about this the other day. Because he bought a Corvette, the new Corvette, as soon as it came out. He was like the first one in the valley with it. He paid mad money. Like, I mean, he paid a lot of freaking money for that car. I think he paid like $15,000 over sticker just to get it first, which I think they gave him a deal at that time. Because, I mean, those old guys were going nuts for them things. So, I'm like, here's the thing. I go, you bought one because you're the first one in the valley, and I get it. But I'm like, how many of those do you see now? And then you see the price that they're going for. You could buy one of those new Corvettes for $70,000. He paid over $100. I know that. He won't tell me what he paid because I think he doesn't want me to break his balls, but, you know. Let's see what we got here. My Nissan 180SX I got for $3K from Japan to Australia in 2025 years ago. Compliance, $9K, and I still have it. It's worth $10,000. Yeah, absolutely. I lived in East Mesa by the res for a while. We didn't get any tracks. They're everywhere now. I see them daily. Oh, yeah. You see them Corvettes everywhere. I mean, even the Z06s. I see those on the daily. A 180SX? Yeah. See, the problem with the 180s and basically all of them. Well, we got them as a 240 and all that. Excellent cars. is we were our own worst enemy with those, because when we couldn't get them, everybody was gutting them for the engines, the transmissions, and stuff like that. Same with, like, I don't get it. I just don't get it. Some of the stuff. The problem with the Nissans in this area, like if you find a clean like S13 or an S14 over here, is they're rotted. And I mean, we're not talking, oh, it needs quarter panels and fenders. We're talking like frame rot, like heavy, extensive rot. Best of luck finding a clean one around here. And honestly, I feel I love the import car stuff like that, like bringing in the stuff from Japan that we never got. I totally like the Skylines and stuff. I totally did that. A buddy of mine's got a Type R Integra. I am super jealous. I'd be so afraid to buy them because, one, like the GTRs are stupid money. Stupid money. You're talking, you know, $100,000 car, and everybody knows that Nissan's problem was that they rusted from the inside out. So you look at this car and you're like, yo, this car is clean as shit. This is nice. And in a year, you got strut towers popping apart. I would be so afraid to spend good money on a car that came from overseas for that exact reason. There we go. Let's see. I live in the Northeast currently, and their cars like the 240 get destroyed. Yeah, I don't remember the last time. Well, no, I do. A couple weeks ago, I seen a nice clean. There was a S13 driving through town, and I mean, my neck snapped. I was like, yo, I see you. I see what you're doing. I like it. Mine is an OG CA18 DET, 300 horsepower build, still running strong after all these years. The CA18. Yeah. The only Nissan that I've ever had, I had a Nissan hardbody lowrider. It was bagged. The roof was chopped off it. It was a roadster. It was wild, man. That thing laid frame hard, had Escalade wheels on it, and that had the was it the KA24, I believe. That was a fun little truck. The whole no roof thing got to be a pain in the ass. Goodbye, 180S Parks. Grease Spot Garage. What's going on, brother? How are you? Anybody in here who hasn't hit that like button, I'd appreciate it. Let's see. I could buy 180SX parts at my local Nissan dealer. Yeah, I believe, didn't they start like Nissan Heritage or something where you can buy them? But I think the prices were just wild or something, wasn't it? Like there was something about it. Okay. All right, so here's where we're at so far. We got our turnbuckles on for the camber adjustment. The transmission's all together. Slipper clutch is all done. Shock uprights are on. Okay, I think it's time to start mounting this thing up. We can start getting this thing mounted. Let's see. These screws, I'm going to need a screw for this. Luckily, everything goes into plastic. So as long as I know what size screw it was, I should be good. I can start mounting arms and stuff like that because the mount's got to mount first, and then the arms can slide on the pins. Yeah, just like that. Hell yeah. It's coming along now. All right, let's find the bag with the screws and start finding some hardware for this thing. Let's see here. GSG. Working on Project Overkill. Awesome. Tell us about this Project Overkill. What are you working on? Okay. So that's going to be, let's see. That's a short one. Let's find a short one. That's going to be the short one there. Those two are going to be probably these here. Let's take a look. Got to make sure you get the length right because you don't want to pop through. That's definitely a short guy. I'm going to say it's these ones here. Yeah. That's going to be for the front three. These ones should all be the same. So that one should be that. That's. Where them two real long ones go? There's the question. Let's see. In Australia, the 180SX, computer shut off. The 180SX GTR parts at the dealer are cheap. We have them for decades. That rebuild you're doing is looking awesome. Okay, I'm missing it. Can't tell you. You got to tune in tonight. Yeah, but what is it? Grease Spot. Are you from the RC side, or are you from you hanging out with Grand Pito Vic? I just want to know. Are we working on cars? Or are we working on RCs? That's all I need. All right, let's find the right size screw for this. No. Okay. Do we not have one? No, I had it first. It's automotive, but I'm into RC stuff. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm a car guy too. I just kind of stepped out of it for a little bit because, I don't know, just life. You know, things need things, you got to change it up a little bit. So we've been playing with these a little bit. I'm going to get back into racing. I got to get some tires. I want to do something this year. It's definitely car related. All right, cool, man. All right, let's get these couple of screws in here. Where'd them long ones go? Let's see. Heck yeah, I'm into anything as long as it burns some type of fuel and has pistons. I agree. That's one thing that I've always found. I subbed. I'll check it out later, Grease Spot. There you go. Everybody check out Grease Spot. I guess he's got something cool going on. He's being tight-lipped about it, so it must be good. Let's see here. Yeah, I did hill climbing. I've done autocross for years, and I just kind of, I don't know, I got burned out. Thank you, Corey. I'm going to do a subscriber giveaway tonight, too. There you go, guys. Go be a member of his channel. Check out what he has going on, and he may even give you something for free. Don't just go there because he's giving away something for free, too. Check it out. Don't be that kind of guy. All right, cool. All right, well, we're sort of mounted. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So exactly, well, I'm on Eastern Standard Time, so it's the same for me. Nice. So I should have 6. So I'm missing 1 screw, and that was that one that was there. So we're going to have to use an irregular screw for sure. But that's okay. That's okay. OG retracted something. Uh-oh. He's causing trouble. All right, we'll set the nice pins in there. You got a good view of this or no? Not really. Let's see if we can change that camera a little bit. There we go. Nice. Hill climbing is great. I got burned out a few years ago and took about 15 years to get back in. I don't want to take that long. I'm not, how do I explain it? With the autocross stuff, I did what I intended to do. I won a couple of regionals and stuff like that. I did pretty well. But how's it going to go this way? I don't know. I just don't... me and the boys used to do it, you know what I mean? Like we had a good crew that went, and life kind of got in the way for a bunch of us, and if I'm not going to go with my buddies and have fun, I'm not going to do it, because honestly, racing around in a parking lot is a lot of fun. But with that being said, once you do a hill climb, you won't even think about that shit. Wild Bill, what's going on? Hola, amigos. What is happening? Well, we put the transmission back together, serviced, and took a good look at a ball diff in case anybody never worked on one before. Put the slipper back together. Now we're going pretty much back together. Arms are going back on. Rear pieces are going back on. We're getting there. Okay. So what I think I'm going to do, we're going to set these arms on here. I'm going to put those turnbuckles on just so these things aren't so damn flappy and they're just hanging out. Thanks, Rinks, for saying that. My channel is new and we're growing fast. My content is wide range and long form. I hope good luck to you, brother. Good luck to you. It's a hell of a game. Let me see something here. Ah, I see. If you look at this end piece, this is where it gets kind of confusing. You look at it, and it's just a straight through hole. So if you put this on here, like this, there's nothing to hold them pins. There's nothing. So once you put the box on is what holds the pins. That's pretty good. Let me zoom out, man. A little too close. There we go. What kind of speeds are we going to get out of this? I have no idea. We're going to see. I don't. This isn't a really fast one. It's got a smaller engine. This is the engine we're going to be using. It's an OS12TG. It's about a horsepower. Revs like a little monster though. She's a screamer. But it should go pretty good. I mean, for the size, I have a lot bigger stuff, but this is pretty much in like an OG build. This is exactly how it would have been back then, and that's the way we're going to do it. All right, let's get this. Get these turnbuckles in so that way the axles will stay in and everything will work together. Yeah, this is a team associated rc10gt2. Probably early 2000s. Yeah, factory team associated pipe. This was not a RTR car. This was definitely a what's it called? A kit build. It's pretty sweet. So now I gotta have the fun part of juggling this axle in there and doing this. All right, where do we have that screw? All right, originals. That I'm setting it up with the original settings that the guy had on it because this was raced. Let's see. Have you ever owned a Hibernation nitro? They're super underrated. Do I own a Hibernation? No, I do not. There are some on this channel right now that are in the chat that own them, and you're correct. Hibernation was an OFNA, and OFNA is a loved brand in this hobby. Sometimes it's cool to go back to roots. Yeah, I agree. I like the old school stuff. And like if you watch a lot on my channel, a lot of the stuff I do, I like buying stuff used. I don't have a lot of money, so I can't go out and spend $700-800 on the latest, greatest, newest drop. I mean, don't mind my RC, my B7. That doesn't count. But you know what I mean? I think that you buy the right older one and you got yourself something cool anyway. You don't need to spend that kind of money. Now, also, with this one, there's a backstory to it. I bought this as a parts. I bought it because it had a pipe I wanted on it. And this was all just the stuff that came with it. And this is the true, making nitro great again. Because this thing was literally parts. This thing was absolutely just a bin of parts. And this is where we're at so far. I mean, it's coming along. I'm pretty happy with it. Okay. Definitely needs an alignment for sure. All right. Wade says, heading out, going to the track to rip the MP10. I'll catch you guys later. Enjoy the rest of your stream ranks. Catch you soon. Have a good day. Hey, go out there and kill it. Have a good time. Running the MP10. Got a Kyosho. Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. Yeah, I'm sure he is going to have fun. I'm going to have fun at 1 o'clock. I got to wait. Push the pins back in. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty happy with how this is turning out so far. What does everybody else think? I think she's pretty clean. I think this is going to be a good one. All right, let's get this on there. And I got my last battery done. I can go and plug that nonsense. All right, cool. Just put that on the end. It's looking good. That's for sure. What happened here? What is this shit? Oh, this laptop's going to be the death of me today. There we go. Cool. Now I can see it. It's looking good. That's for sure. Great purchase. Yeah. I'm like I said, I'm a mechanic in hand. You know what I mean? Like, I worked on cars my whole life, so this is kind of second nature. This came to me pretty easily. But like this, like I said, I bought this because it had a pipe. It had a freaking pipe. There we go. Devin, what do you think about that new the new Losi? I was hoping you'd show up for this. What do you think? Is that going to be it's going to be hot, or is it going to be a flop? The new what do they call it? Yeah, it's an outlaw to me. What do they call it? Someone fill me in here. What do they call it? Where did that go? Oh, look at that battery. Yeah, the sprint car. What do you think? There you go. Yeah, he's been around the dirt track scene a lot more than I have, so he'd be a good man to ask. What do you think about it? Is it going to sell? Is it going to be a flop? Are we going to be buying those things for $200 discontinued next year? What do you think about it? Let's see. Do you like LRP engines? I have an old Spec 232 engine and think of swapping a cheap old HSP just for a laugh. Let's see here. The LRP, everybody and their mother uses the LRP. It's a good engine. A lot of people say, you know, the carburetors are garbage. And then some don't have any problems with them. But no, it's not a bad engine. I mean, if you want to put something else in it, go for it. Try it out. That's for the top. Oh, that's where the long ones are going to go. Let's see. You had a quarter scale Sprint you could have put your kid in. That's a Sprint. Yeah, let's see. I think as a base class for newbies, it could be great. 350 RTR. But it is Horizon, so it'll probably be discontinued in 2 months. See, look at that. He said 2 months. I gave it a little longer than that. But I agree. I don't know. I think it's going to be if the circle track guys, you know, embrace it, take it in, they like it. I think it's going to be a great success. But I think that is a tough crowd. That is a tough crowd. I don't know where they're going to go with it. But I think if they have their normal problem of not having any parts availability, like TLR is known for, like Losi is known for, I think it's that they're done for. You know what I mean? I don't see it. I think the price is going to be the thing. I think that for the price they're going to make it. All right. Let's see. It won't make it in a 410 class. Could be a good 360 box class. I'd rather have my car, but for the money, I thought about getting one. Okay, well, if it's in your head, it's probably not the only one. So what? Now there's a good one. What classes would that be legal for? Is there like an actual class, or are we talking like an SR10 again? You know what I mean? Like you could run it, but you're not gonna win. What class would those fit? This is gonna be a pain in the ass. They put a nut inside this box, so you have to make sure the nut don't come up. Like I said, it'd be popular because of the price. $350 for an RTR sprint midget. Yeah, all day on the track. No. I don't know. I just don't see a purpose with it if you can't race it. There we go. Cool. Yeah, I agree. I want to see what happens with it, but I'm not willing to buy one yet. Okay, there's that. There's that. Save the foam. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Devin, where is the closest dirt track to us now that Mike's is gone? I could run that in sprint class, I'd imagine, but I've seen it looks like it should be close to legal. Front bumper may not meet rules, but I think it would be like a mud boss or modified class. What's going on, James RC? RJ or Small Addiction? Yeah, that's what I thought. So nothing within an hour and a half. I mean, I could probably make it to Small Addiction in an hour, less than an hour and a half, but that's going to require some motivation for sure. Let's see. All right, so I guess I'm not going to order one right away, but I think I'm going to wait on it. Yeah, I'm like an hour for both. Yeah, and I'm not too far from you. That race we had the other day, though, with the slashes, man, that was a good race. That was fun. We'll have to continue that today. All right, let's start getting this thing in. 2 more screws. That back section's back together. We can put the wheels on it and take a good look at it. Just be a baller and build a 410 car like mine. I ain't got no damn money. What do you mean? Harold, what's going on, brother? I gotta play with this old stuff. I can't build another car. All right, let's get this thing going. This thing looks good. I'm gonna have to find one screw, I think. It's gonna be short one. You ain't debated in 2 years. You got money. I do, but oh, you're building another clodbuster. Sick. I haven't been on eBay in weeks. I'm on the wagon. But yeah, that's why I ain't got no money right now. No, right now the electric bill's killing me. But it'll be over soon. The weather's coming up, so we'll be in good shape. Buy something new. I don't know. I don't know. I have a couple of ideas of what I want, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the scene happens. You know, who wants to race what? Gear Tripper's talking about doing a Tamiya races up at the Oval, and I'm interested in that. But it said it's stock. I need to know what the rules are because I've been up there, man. I know how the rules change. The rules change by the afternoon up at that joint. So I want to know what we're working with before I buy a new one because my TTO2 will not be allowed. I know that. There we go. Well, when you get to the track, I have some news for you. It may change your summer events. Good. Good. All right. I did clean the center section, but the center section I can't add on until I I get the servos. I got to order some servos for this. First off, it goes like that. And then this goes like this. All right, we'll probably put it there for the time being. Let's see. Well, when you get back to, I read that. All right. Guys, I have to get back to work. I have a lot to get done before tonight. Take care of you. Yeah, take it easy. What time was that again? 8 o'clock? I believe you said 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, people. Let's see. Would a local turf track excite you anymore? Turf? Never did it. So, yeah. What would be running on there? Was this what Scott was talking about before? He was talking about mini bees, I believe. I don't know. Could be something different. Local turf. Yeah. That's gonna mount just like that. Oh baby, look at that. We'll put some bling on there. I'm gonna add it. Off-road, bigger outdoor turf. Slash class or legit, like short course truck? I got short course trucks. Why are these screws so long? These are the screws that were taken, but it seems like they're awful long. Yep, 8 p.m. everybody. If anybody wants to check him out, 8 p.m. I should be at the track, but I'll drop in at 8. I'll see what's up. All right. Got to still put that center section underneath here, so I think I'm going to leave these a little loose. Off-road, bigger outdoor turf. What kind of tire would you run on turf? Would that be a slick, or would you run a basically like the carpet tires still? All right, cool. Let's see here. Let's mount the engine. Get the engine in there. I can work around it. I don't think that's going to be in the way of anything. I mean, nah, man. We can definitely mount that engine in today. Like carpet with more slick. Okay. I'm new to this. Give me a break. Okay. So let's take a look at this. We'll set it in there just to get a good look at it. I'm not going to tighten it down. Because obviously I'm probably still going to make adjustments. We going to run some nitro on that track? There we go. That's the question. Bring my nitro stuff. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, we're not going to tighten this down, and I'm not going to put any Loctite on them. Oh, where do we got to be? That guy. Right there. I've seen turf racing. I don't know. I never did it. I'm sure it'll be fun. Usually shit gets out of hand. All right. Why won't you start? I got to get a 110 starter box, and then we can fire this thing up. Nitro could be a thing, I'd imagine. Yeah. Be meme racing me. Yeah, I checked those guys out, the Papillon guys. They put out some pretty cool stuff. Seems like all those UK guys kind of hang out together. Let's get a good look at this thing. I think this is going to look nice with this engine. Lasts longer than carpet, not messy like dirt, lasts forever. Just have to see what days it is. That's all. I work Monday to Friday, which is a pain in the balls. Yo! Well, that mesh is horrible, but that's okay. We're not worried about that. That looks awesome. Let's get those last couple of screws, and I gotta find one more. I don't want that one. Okay, so I need a beveled head, and I need a certain size. No. A little short, but we'll hang on to that. That'll work. We'll use that one. Cool. All right, looking good. Let's see here. Was looking good. Then it fell off. Probably a weeknight like Cobb was. Well, it depends on where it's at. Let's put it that way. Because I get out of work around 6:15. I mean, if it's in a relatively decent spot, I can get there. That'd be cool. Yeah, I buy them from RC Screws, the stainless ones. For the price, you can't go wrong. And then like a lot of the older stuff you get, it's all those Phillips screws. So you're better off just getting rid of those. Those are just a headache. These are standard, but this is not going to get used. So this is probably a put it together once and we're good. So I'm going to reuse them. Like even the top shelf will be 380 by my place. Oh, that ain't far. I can get on 380 in 15. Well, depending on the traffic up there by Montage, that could be a killer. But other than that, it should be fine. Yeah. Nothing better than having nut and bolt kits. Sick. All right, well, I know that's going to be the wrong size. All right, I need a 2. All right. The Chinesium metal? Yeah, I hate them. Let's see what we got going on here. Nothing better than having that. We'll be 380. CAO heads are my favorite. Lessons prone to stripping. Yeah, I don't know. Damn, this thing's, the alignment's totally shot. But yeah, pretty cool. This will work. There we go. Engines mounted. Whole rear suspensions together. That feels good. let's get those rear tires on. Take a good look at this. That's going to be it for today with this. We're going to do that startup. See if the Nitro Sport. I'm going to do the Nitro Sport today. Been waiting to take that one out. It's been a little while. Word of the day, Chinesium metal. Are we going to do it like Pee-wee's Playhouse? Whenever someone says it, we just yell? That's fun. All right. Fastest tire install ever. There we go. There we go. God, those are cool. Hell yeah. So, what do you think? See if we can get a good view of this. It's about 8/10 of the way done. Check that out. Hell yeah. OS 12 TG. All the nice goodies. Quick release rear hubs. This is going to be a good one. Got to get the shocks done. Put her down. Well, it'll look better with the shocks on. We're going to have to go through and do the alignment on it and all that fun stuff. I'll get that straight. I got to get 2 servos. We can put the center section. I already cleaned it. Tank looks beautiful. Everything cleaned up real nice. I hope the switch works. I didn't have a chance to test that. But yeah, there we go. I'd say we're pretty damn close. This is gonna be a good one. All right, cool. So let's see. A little saggy, bro. A little saggy. Yeah, the shocks need work. We're definitely gonna need work on that. All right, let's get the Nitro Sport. Let's get this cleaned up a little bit. Get the Nitro Sport and see how the winter has been to that. See if it's gonna give me a hard time or if we're gonna be in good shape. I didn't even charge the easy starter, so I'm hoping that doesn't burn me. All right. Yeah, this thing looks dope. In Australia, living in Asia, and I miss the quality of metal. Yeah, you can tell like when I work on that Red Cat, you can tell the difference in the metal for sure. Just get that center section in there, and that's it. Hell yeah, stoked. All right, let's put this off to the side. Let's go get the Nitro Sport and see what it's got. Put my custom-made hub pin tool away. There we go. Let's get us a good shot on this one. All right, let's check this thing out. This was a attic find. I got this out of an attic in New Jersey off a buddy. Gave it to me for nothing. This is the one I rebuilt a little while ago. This thing's pretty fun. Got a real awesome J Concepts body. This Raptor body looks sweet. It's made for a regular rustler, but it will fit this, no problem. Looks good. Well, with the J Concepts deep dish wheels, nice set of Proline tires. I did a little bit of a stretch. I cut the foam a little bit. I like the stretch look. It gives it that bulldog, you know, that southern look. I like that. Went with this is the Traxxas R pipe, the resonated pipe, nothing fancy. Still has the .15 in it. This thing is pretty low budget. I didn't really put a lot into this, but it's probably one of my favorite ones. This thing runs like you wouldn't believe. So let's take a look. I'll turn her on. This thing, the servos were horrid, and they still are. Yeah, I gotta upgrade that. It's coming back, but I mean, that's as fast as the Traxxas servo goes. It sounds like shit. Does anybody know what a LBFM is? It's a thing you'll learn when you live in Ada, like I do, or visit. Never heard of it. Let's see here. We got throttle, we got brake. All right, let's see. I'm not a very forgetful person when it comes to putting it at bottom dead center, and this one is absolutely there. Perfect. Let's get a little bit of fuel in this thing. All right, let's see what flavor we're gonna go with today. DP Racing, 20%, 9% oil. That'll work. You just got to get enough to let her run for a minute. Please don't comment if you don't have a lap. LVMF. I don't know, man. I don't even know what that is. You're going to have to fill center. If it's something messed up, I don't know. I'll have to look it up. Let's see. Don't want a lot. Just enough to hopefully light it off. Hope that friggin' easy start's charged, because if not, I'm boned. Forgot all about it. Little brown fuck me. the Asians, yeah, but isn't that the place that's full of the girly boys? You gotta watch for that, unless that's your thing. I mean, it ain't my thing. All right, that'll be enough in there. Let's put this back. Put the extra back. Nice. It's a hint enough. Yeah, that's all I need to know. We love you long time. All right, cool. All right, so what do you think? This thing has not been started basically since probably October. Traxxas going to come alive. Traxxas going to give me shit. How are we going to do this? Let's see. Got me an easy start. Lights up. That's good. Oh, well, I see this here. Do a public service announcement here. This here is a roto start. Everybody has one of these. Oh, still got some life to it and everything. This is not a hair care product. I don't know if anybody needs to know that or not, but yeah, this is not a curling device. This is made to start nitro engines. So as a public service announcement, you know, we're just going to let everybody know. Do not use this as a curler. It's not going to end well. All right. Let's see what we got here. All right. That's good. That's good. Don't curl your hair with it. Don't do it. All right. Not going to do the go and blow. We're going to just we're going to do it the right way. No, I am not preheating this. It's an RTR Traxxas engine. Anybody that wants to throw hate on not preheating this thing, you're wasting your time because you don't need to. This thing has definitely not enough compression to do any type of damage by starting it cold. And it's warm in my basement anyway. Let's see what we got here. Come on. She's close. Yeah, buddy. Aw, still a little too cold. Hell yeah, it runs good. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, 9. Yeah. It's gonna need a little tune work, but other than that, not bad. Not bad. Good job, Traxxas. This thing's probably, oh yeah, she's way rich. Way rich. But I don't make any of my adjustments until it's warm. Basically, when I tune, I will get this just to the point where it will run. Oh yeah, lots of room for tuning. I just get it to where it'll run until it gets warm. Once it's warm, I will start to tune. I usually don't mess with it because a cold tune will run a certain way and a warm tune will run another, but you're going to run more towards the warm, so chasing it early is a waste of time. If it doesn't run, yeah, obviously, something's got to be done. But if it runs, you know, we'll work with it later. But yeah, not bad. Let's start up one more time. We'll call it. Turn it on would be a good idea. It's not idle though. I mean, for sitting for months, that's not bad. Hey, two finger typer, what's going on, brother? There we go. Way rich, but other than that, that's a runner. We're going to take this thing out later this week. Maybe on Sunday or Saturday, well, it is Saturday. Probably tomorrow, Sunday. So, there we go. I'm going to try to do one of these a week. And after I'm done, I'm going to take them out and run them. So, this one's going to be a good to go. I'm going to pull the rest of that fuel out in case I don't get to it today or tomorrow. Just in case. But other than that, this just goes to show you don't have to spend $1 million on a nitro. This thing was given to me for free. And it was ugly. But look at it now. Perfect. Nothing wrong with this thing. Slow ass servo, but that's about it. The best thing about working in Asia is I don't have to tune for weather. It's always 30 degrees. Yeah, Pennsylvania has its own weather system. It'll be 40 degrees in the morning, be 70 degrees in the afternoon right now. And tomorrow you'll wake up, there'll be snow. Yeah, it's only a little bit in there. I'm not worried about it. Good enough. Good enough. Took some out of it. All right. So, yeah, that ran sweet. I agree. She's a good truck. It's a good truck. All right. Well, I'm going to wrap this up. It's 12:30. Nothing else going on. I think I'm going to go to the track. So, see what's going on in the chat. Hang out for another 5 minutes and we'll rock and roll. So, anybody else has anything else to bring up? Let's talk about it. Michigan 2 is supposed to be 65 Wednesday. Computer gave up. 39 on Thursday. Yeah, we're not out of winter yet. I think I got a thing earlier in the week where it was like a time zone thing, like not a time zone thing, where like a time warp thing where they showed you like what was going on this time like 5 years ago, and I had a picture of snow. Hell yeah, it'll snow again. Watch. PA's the place I've always wanted to go to. I've been to most places in the world, U.S. Oh, you don't want to come to PA. Pennsylvania sucks. Sorry, brother. Don't mean to break your wishes. You know what I'm saying? But stay out of Pennsylvania. All we have here in Pennsylvania, if you're a hunter, you might like it, is we have beer, pizza places, and churches. If you know, you need anything else, we ain't got it. Sorry. -10, little snow and windy. Well, Corey, you're up there in Canada. Why people even live up there, I have no idea. That's inhumane. Let's see. I seen snow once when I was no good after 3 days. Yeah, snow sucks. Everyone thinks it's great. I like it the day it snows, but like the day after it snows, forget about it. The place is trashed. The snow plows, everything's covered in mud, dirt, and salt. It's not cool. It's just not cool. But yeah, it's Pennsylvania. I'm here now. I don't plan to be here the rest of my life, but this is where I'm at for the time being. Put this back. So I'm going to run that one this week. What do you guys think I should start up next week? I have a little thing I'd like to do with my MGT. From what I was told is with the MGT, the 4.6 HPI 4.6 carbs will work on it. Maybe that'll help fix the problem. Maybe we'll take a look at that transmission. PA company typo. It's getting late. I have many friends there. Yeah, I'm not an advocate for Pennsylvania. If anybody says, "Hey, I'm moving there," I try to tell them, "Yeah, man, just don't. Stay home. You need to rebuild your slash." Oh, that electric one? No, I'm not playing with that. Have a great day at the track and enjoy. Yep, I think that's what we're going to do. That's going to be the next move. I'm just going to get ready and go to the track. Find out what the surprise Devin has is. Alright, I don't want to lose these. Alright, well, I guess that's it, everybody. Thanks for coming out, checking it out. The rc10gt2 is going to be awesome. I'm going to do the shocks over the week, get them on there, and hopefully get some servos or some parts ordered, get something going. The RC 8.2, maybe I'll get the body trimmed out. I'll come up with something. Next week will be fun. Other than that, everybody go have fun. Go break some stuff, run some stuff. OG, stay out of trouble. Do not use a Rotostart for a hair product. And behave. I'll catch everybody next Saturday, and peace.